Dallas hospital has put a patient in isolation.
And it confirmed doctors have diagnosed the patient with the Ebola virus.
The person is the first in the U.S. to be diagnosed with Ebola. Dallas County Health and Human Services say the patient was in an area where the Ebola virus exists. He traveled to the U.S. from Liberia on the 19th of this month and began developing symptoms 4 days later. The hospital says it is following all Centers for Disease Control and Texas Department of Health recommendations.
We're joined by Captain Brad Penisson, who works with the Beaumont Emergency Management Service and took part in training for mass casualty events here earlier this year. And Brad, you were telling me that there are some things on the City of Beaumont website. Can you tell us what is on the website and what training events you actually went through?
Well, on the City of Beaumont website under emergency management, we do have our city emergency management plans all laid out. One of those annexes deals specifically with health and wellness. And part of what we did in a drill earlier this year was that as part of the health and wellness plan, in the case of an emergency, some type of medical outbreak, how would we go about distributing medication in a mass casualty situation? So we actually did a drill. We used Central High School, and we brought in actors to be our patients, set up traffic plans, from all the way from the outside, traffic plan inside the building, how it would flow. They would be triaged and receive the medication, things of this nature. So we do have a plan, and we have practiced it. It is under the direction of Sherry Ulmer, our Beaumont Health Director.
Now, if one person was brought in, such as the case like this patient in Dallas, they were brought in, they were presenting signs typical with the Ebola virus, what would a hospital do? Is that where they would call the emergency management team, and that's where you would step in?
The hospitals have their own situations, their own plans in place for emergency situations if they should have any kind of contagious situation, isolation, things of this nature. Each hospital has their plan. They practice their plans with emergency management as well, so we're all on the same page, and they would notify emergency management immediately if anything happened.
Now, we haven't seen anything like Ebola here in Southeast Texas. Any types of symptoms that we should be alerted about?
We have not seen anything of this nature, and I don't know the specifics on the Ebola virus themselves, but obviously if anybody is getting sick or anything like this, they do need to seek treatment.
Or traveling abroad.
Right.
All right, Brad, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.